Students, this is the second part of phylum Arthropoda. In first part, I have described you the open type of blood circulatory system and the paired appendages, exoskeleton, why it called, why arthropods called emperor of animal kingdom, and also who discovered that, and what are the different segments, and what are the specific name of the 3 segmented arthropods and 2 segmented arthropods. Now in this video lectures I will describe you the respiratory system of arthropods. So your heading should be according to the points: respiratory system, respiratory system of arthropod. Arthropods means the member of arthropoda, and arthropoda is a group. So as you know that arthropoda belong to invertebrate. So the arthropod do not bears very specific respiratory organs as like in our body. So specific respiratory organs in our body is lungs, and there is a trachea, there is the pharynx and nasopharynx. But in the arthropods, the lungs, alveoli, and everything is absent, but there are so many other specific structure that help to breathe them. Now let me talk about the special structure that are found in arthropods and help in respiration. The special structures in arthropods are the spiracles and trachea. This is the common, it should be star, and it is the common respiratory organs in arthropods. And other specific organs are gills. Not only fishes possess the gills, the arthropods are also possess the gills, but having the different structures other than the fish. So it should be asked in the it may be asked in the PMT examination. It should be noticed by you. Arthropods also possess the gills. The book gills, it is also known as the book lungs. It is not true lungs in our as our body, but it has performed the process of respiration, so sometimes called as lungs. Now one by one I will describe you what are the spiracles, trachea, gills, book, lungs as well as. Now let us talk about the spiracles and trachea. When you clearly see any insect, then you can observe their body, that is in the region of abdomen. As I have told you, the basic key points of arthropods are having the head, thorax and abdomen. In the abdominal region, many holes are found over the body surface. And each hole is known as spiracle. This is known as spiracle. And when we turn inside the spiracles, there is the tubular connections are found. That tube-like connection is known as the trachea. Listen, that tube-like connection is known as trachea. And this trachea actually help to carry the outer oxygenated environment, and also from the inner body it also help to transport the deoxygenated, that is carbon dioxide airs from the body to environment. It means when the opening of arthropods, the body surface opening, each opening is known as spiracles, and inner body consists the many tube-like structure. That tube-like structure is known as trachea. Trachea further bisected into tracheoles, but here there is no space, but you can draw it. There is a network of space. That space is known as tracheoles. So spiracles are the opening and trachea are the tubular connection of spiracles, and trachea later bisected and diverted into many little tubules known as the tracheoles. So how do oxygen reach into the body of arthropods? Oxygen reach directly from the body surface, and it will move inside the body with the help of an opening known as spiracles. So oxygen reach into the body of arthropods through the spiracles, and inside the body, after the completion of metabolic activity, when the carbon dioxide generated, then from the same way, let's suppose that this one is the spiracles, then spiracles also transport the carbon dioxides आउटसाइड, इट मीन्स आप अगर मुंह से सांस लेते हैं तो सांस लेने के दौरान ऑक्सीजन अंदर करते हैं तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड भी मुंह से ही निकालते हैं. सेम थिंग्स spiracles in arthropods perform the similar kinds of function as like the movement of carbon dioxide and oxygen. That is the way of definition, that is the way of explanation for the spiracles and trachea, and it is common in all kinds of arthropods. So the basic key organs that help to carry the oxygen and carbon dioxide is spiracles. There is no need of head and there is no need of thorax. So when you chopped off the head of any arthropods, then the arthropods, after chopping off, after the cutting off the overall head, it may be live up to 1 week. Listen carefully. It may live up to 1 week. The basic reason of this fact is they actually, after the elimination of head, they also able to respirate and also able to perform their metabolic activity. But why after 1 week they get died? Because of having starvation. There is a spiracles only adapted to carry the oxygen, so it do not able to carry the food particles, so that the after elimination of head, the arthropods get died. Now back to see what are the book gills and gills. Actually, book gills or book lungs are common in some of the very special group of arthropods, like it is common in the spider, scorpion, etc. So it may be asked, name the organisms in which book lungs are found. The spider and scorpion. Spider and scorpion, and the structure are similar to the book, the pages of books in our journal life. Suppose that the structure of single page, when you magnify the single page, this is the single page of book, and same things the other books are layered one on the above, but here I have make the gap, but there is a no gap in between them. That is actually represent the books, that is actually represent the pages of book, and that called the book lungs. That is the special structure that are the performance of body, and that is available in the abdominal region, and that special structure is known as lamella. And lamella help to trap the oxygens that enter from the body surface, from the spiracles, and that directly contact with the body surface. So without trachea, without any help of any other special organs, the lamella of lungs help to directly trap the oxygen and also eliminate the carbon dioxide. And there is the cavity found, that cavity is known as antrum, and airs and enters from the outer surface directly to the antrum, and later it will be trapped by the lamella of book. So due to the layering of, due to the different layers, that is the due to the arrangement of as like the pages of book, the overall structures are known as the book lungs. So there is no actual book like structure, but it seems as the pages of book, so sometimes called as book lung. Now next one is excretory system in earthworm, excretory system in arthropod. Now excretory system in arthropod. Excretory system means the system or the group of organs that perform the process of excretion is known as excretory system, and actually the elimination of waste materials from the body is known as excretion. As you all are familiar from the life processes of Class-10th, the excretion is main important part of any animals and any organisms, and it is the main important process of life that are actually found in other animals and other organisms. Like plants also perform the process of excretion. So in this video lectures, that is in this way, and only I will explain you what are the excretory organs in arthropod. Actually, you should remember the excretory organs from the coelenterata, from the SK-helminthes, platyhelminthes to the chordata. The excretory organs of platyhelminthes is flame cell. Excretory organ in SK-helminthes was the rennet cell. Excretory organs in Annelida was the nephridia. Now back to the excretory organs of the arthropoda. Excretory organs of arthropoda are Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubules. That is also known as Malpighian tubes or Malpighian body. And what are the structure of Malpighian body? Suppose that this is the abdomen region of arthropod. Then before abdomen, the thorax and head. Then inside the abdomen region, there is the gut system. That is the foregut, midgut, and hindgut. At the hindgut region, there are many tube-like structures appeared. This is the tube-like structures appears at the. This can be counted by you, but their numbers may be varied in the different arthropods. And that tube-like structure is actually consists the pores, and that pores is known as excretory pore. Excretory pores that arise, that appears, that comes above the body surface. This is the body surface. So that appears over the body surface, and this tube-like structure is known as the Malpighian tubules. And this is very important excretory organs in the phylum Arthropoda. And how do phylum Arthropoda perform the process of excretion? When the excretory product reach into this region, that is called a Malpighian cavity, then the excretory tubules like the Malpighian tubules extract the waste materials and release over the body surface, and that's why excretion completed in arthropod. So in next video lecture I will describe you the sensory organs and reproduction in arthropoda. Keep in mind, you should remember, in this video lectures I have described you the circulatory system, respiratory system, and excretory system. In next video lecture I will describe you the nervous system, reproductive system, and development, and also the example. So be patient. There are due to the complex body design, due to the very specific and mysterious group of organisms, arthropods, phylum arthropods may have the 3 video. That is video number part 1, part 2, and part 3. And next video will be the part 3 of phylum Arthropoda.